Have you ever thought about buying a Tesla? In this week's video, I am going to share with you my top favorite features of owning a Tesla and my top dislikes of owning a Tesla. If this is your first time tuning into one of my videos, my name is Elisa Summers. First off, I just want to give a huge shout out to every one of you that have subscribed to my channel. I am at 140 subscribers, which may not seem like a whole lot, but it's a lot to me, and I really appreciate your guys' support with my YouTube journey. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, and if you find any of these Tesla likes or dislikes helpful or interesting, give the video a nice thumbs up, and if you do have any questions, please leave it down in the comments. So the first things I want to talk about are the dislikes of the car. There are a lot more likes than there are negatives about the car, and a lot of the negatives do pertain to braking. Just a heads up. So the first thing is one of the times I was driving down the interstate, I had just gone grocery shopping and I was on my way home, and all of a sudden the car just randomly phantom braked. And so I was going 80 miles down the interstate, and then all of a sudden the car, instantly goes down to like 50 miles an hour for no apparent reason. It does only happen on autopilot, which is an advanced version of cruise control. And then also braking when it shouldn't. There is a sign here in town heading east out of town, and it looks kind of like a stop sign, but it has coffee on it. And so when you're driving, the car thinks that that is a stop sign and that you need to brake. So if you have the car on autopilot, then it'll brake the car. Also, I do have a notebook, just to make sure that I'm going in order of all the things. Another thing is when you are driving down the interstate, and here in Montana, like 99% of the time, there's only 2 lanes. So when cars are coming onto the interstate, or like you're just driving in the right lane, the car thinks that the lane is so much wider and it needs to accommodate for all that extra space. So it kind of really yanks the car over, which is kind of annoying. I wish that and I'm hoping with the full self-driving, it'll be able to see a little bit better and forward more. Another thing that is a big dislike is the function of the Frunk. I love the Frunk, and I love that it's an extra trunk that we can use. But with the 2021 models, I do believe that it's hydraulic. I could be wrong about the Frunk, but right now it's a latch mechanism, and you have to push down relatively pretty hard, and you really feel like you're gonna dent the car. Those are all of the things that I have for being negative over the car. So I'm gonna get into the positives. So the first thing that I absolutely love about the car, which is a really random thing, is I love the hood. I'll put in a picture too. When you're looking out the window, you see the road. You don't see the gigantic hood, right there. And so that's something that I really like, and you're able to see more of the road. Number 2 is it eliminates the stress of driving. Being able to have it on the autopilot, it has all of the cameras that it's using to help you drive, to make sure that it's safe to get over. When it's not safe, it'll show you red, which is really nice. Another huge thing that has been really beneficial to us is we do have the at-home Tesla charger. So being able to charge at home versus, having to go to the gas station. My husband works away from home, and it's 109 miles one way. And so every time before he would leave, he would fill up the truck. Now, it's a different comparison because he totaled our car, and I wasn't really keeping track of all of the gas prior to us having to drive the truck. So keep that in mind. But when he would fill up the truck, it would cost anywhere between $35 to about $50 to fill up the truck to go to work. And then he'd be able to come home with that gas. Now, with the car, we charge it so it's at between 80 and 85% when he leaves, and then when he's gone, he's able to charge it from work. And when he's done, you know, it's got a full charge and he's able to make it home. So, you know, going from spending $35 to $50 to $3.17 a trip. Yes, that math is correct. We've calculated out a couple of times to figure out how much each trip would cost. So it's a huge savings. Tesla charger was $500, but for us, it was something that we had to have. You know, the capability of charging at home is huge. The next thing is, I love how comfortable it is. At this moment in time, I am filming in my garage. I wanted to take the car outside, but it's super windy, so I didn't want you guys to have to listen to all of the wind from outside. But the car is just super comfy. We went on a 250-mile road trip. Super comfortable. Didn't have any complaints. Lots of leg room. Right now I have the butt warmers on because it is a little bit colder. But it's super comfy, and I love how adjustable both seats are. Thinking about the seats and their functions, behind the driver and passenger seats, the seats are plastic. Our 4-year-old tends to like to kick the back of the seat, and so it's kind of nice that it's plastic and not the material, and that it's, you know, scuffing up the plastic and not, you know, the actual seat. Another really nice function, I do really love the Frunk and the trunk. I love that the Frunk has the extra room. It also is super handy to be able to change our 1-year-old, so I love that function of it. And I love how much room the trunk has. Went grocery shopping yesterday, and I was able to put all of our cold groceries down in the bottom spot. And then I was able to, you know, put the boxes from Costco on one side and then all of our stuff from Walmart on the other side. So it's just, there's so much room, I think. Last week's video, I talked about the voice command, and I think for us, it is a really huge convenience being able to turn everything on with the touch of a button and using your voice to be able to work it. So for me, I find that a really huge advantage in the Tesla, because I know other cars do have like the Bluetooth capability, but that's basically just for making phone calls. Another thing that I really like, I don't carry a purse. You know, when I have my kids with me, I have my diaper bag, so it's really nice not to have any keys. So I really like that idea of the car. You know, everybody always has their phone on them. So, you know, I always have the key card with me and my cell phone. So, you know, if something were to ever happen, I always have the accessibility of my key card. And then last but not least, I love the simplicity of the entire car. I love that there isn't a whole bunch of buttons. I love the compartment space. I like how clean it looks. I love that when you look out the window, you can just see straight out the window. There's no gas gauge or oil looking at you. And so I really like the display. I mean, yes, it has its pros and cons of having a 15-inch tablet as your, you know, your controller. But for overall the simplicity, there's no, you know, only a few buttons for like the windows, and then the emergency, being able to open the door. And it's just, I don't know, I really like the simplicity of it. I I say all of these likes and dislikes, and there's so many more likes than I could, there's just so many likes of the car that I have, that the car is just amazing and it's so much fun and we all just love it, and it was worth every penny of it, and I'm so happy that we do have it. So with that being said, I don't think I have anything else for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and if you're in the West, I hope you guys stay warm, and if you have any questions or comments, please post it down below, and if you haven't, give this video a nice thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It would really mean a lot to me. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye guys!